Hey gang, it's Def, and EverQuest is having its 24th expansion, so let's talk about that real quick. Ring of Scale is what it's going to be called, 24th expansion, and of course, as like they have been doing the last 3 or 4 expansions, you have your standard, collectors, and premium edition. And we're going to scroll down to the bottom and let's see what it has to offer. New level cap to 110. Okay, that's cool. 6 expansion zones and new raids, quests, missions. I believe they said 9 raids. New collections. You get new combat abilities and AAs. The reason I'm bringing this up is because they did a live stream, and we're gonna just see what they had to say on the live stream. So let's just jump into that real quick.
So yeah, you want to kind of go down the list and chat about why Ring of Scale is exciting, or?
Sure. I mean, high level is you're going back to Kunark to kind of finish what you started in last year's expansion. It's going to be an awesome adventure. I think one of the biggest kind of notable things in the expansion is the level increase, which is always really exciting.
Okay, another expansion with recycled content. We had Empires of Kunark, where you go back to Kunark, which was years back, and now we get another expansion with more Kunark? I'm confused.
I think one of the biggest kind of notable things in the expansion is the level increase, which is always really exciting. Gives us a lot of flexibility to offer cool content and things like that. Yeah,
it definitely opens up some design space and gives us some room to create a whole lot of new spells and new abilities and new items. And I think we're a little bit overdue, and I think most people would agree that it's time now for a level cap increase.
But yeah, and then of course, like as always, we have like new collections, new AAs, like all sorts of new things going on. Yeah,
we're going to go back to some familiar places and see some familiar faces, continuing the same storyline in the same place that we left off from Empires of Kunark.
Okay. So we get new collections, we get new levels, which comes with new AAs, which is what we get every expansion, except it's more recycled content. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. I love EverQuest, always have, probably always will, for nostalgia and to go back and catch up with old friends of mine. But this expansion is killing me. It's bad enough that the last few expansions have been recycled content. I think the Broken Mirror is the best expansion they came out with in the last couple of years, just because it looked like they actually took the time and effort to put in new models and whatnot, and actually do something a little different. But it's bad enough that last expansion, Empires of Kunark, was visiting Kunark again, and now this expansion is visiting Kunark again. So it's like recycled content of recycled content. And as we go through this review, this 38-minute stream that I watched, we're gonna continue to see that. They basically could have just announced the expansion and just showed the webpage without putting up the stream, because they really don't have a whole lot to offer other than if you pre-order today, you get Kunark, Empires of Kunark, and all the previous expansions for free. Or you can buy Empires of Kunark 50% off. I believe that is ended now. So your option is to pre-order Ring of Scale, and then you get every expansion free. But that's not the issue. Let's continue on with this stream filled with content.
On over here and get right into game.
No, we can hop in. I mean, if we wanted to show anything off, and then just make sure that we call out like there is a beta reward,
Who is
which is
this?
super
Oh,
exciting.
yeah.
Do you want to just show that right now?
Let's see if I can flip
Well,
it
it's
to
Just
the
since we're
board here.
talking about beta and everything going on with beta, as
think
always, if you get
we
in
put
and
it on
test
real
and help us
quick.
out, give us feedback. you could earn this awesome helmet that I love so much.
Let's see the helmet.
The
Let's
guy
see the
around.
helmet.
Let me flip this around.
Hang on,
So
I think we're
yeah,
gonna
I think we often have some really cool beta rewards, really interesting, unique, and
What the fuck is
I
that?
just love this so much.
So
and
explain that.
expansion relevant items. So you should recognize this as the head basically of the succulent, one of the NPCs that you've often seen in Kunark, and probably remember if you were fighting in
Yeah,
over there.
over there.
So this is a helmet, and if you play on beta and participate and acquire enough beta tokens, and enough is contingent on like how many people get. We tend to grade on a curve. We tend to be really generous about that. So if you do something, if you do a little bit, if you do just anything on beta to help us test out and play some of the.
Really? That helmet is what we get if we participate in beta? It's a cactus. It's a freaking... Who wants... Maybe it's just me, but... That's not very cool, man. What is wrong with you guys? What is so cool about a cactus head? As a beta reward to get in and give you feedback? That's what we get? What is wrong? Jeez Louise.
Your earrings.
But yeah, if we want to pop into game, we can. We want to flip Alan in here?
Yeah. And then you guys will be seeing a lot of the content that's available in the different editions. And then I'll just call out, because I'm really excited about it, that the familiars are also available on the time lock servers. And so that's something awesome that, hopefully there's a lot available in the expansions for no matter what server you play on.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, a lot of the items you can claim on progression servers.
Hopefully?
And there is.
Okay, so if you're on the time lock server, you get a little pet, a little familiar. But hopefully there is extra stuff for everybody. Whoa, come on, Daybreak. Come on, where'd you get this girl? I've never seen this girl before. Wow. Maybe that's a game you should play.
Sure, you guys are super happy to see me instead of Lauren, but too bad.
But yeah, you want to pop over here?
So what are we doing?
What are we doing, Alan? So this is a Ring of Skill expansion.
Yes.
Why don't you introduce what's Ring of Skill about?
So it, like they mentioned earlier, it's just it's a continuation of Empires of Kunark. The idea is that you guys are finishing pretty much what you started. You're trying to get rid of the rest of the. Oh, that's nice looking. We'll have to fix that. Dealing with the rest of the Sarnak and their allies, some of which live in here,
Okay.
basically make the continent safe for Combine kind. Does that even make any sense? I said it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's a bunch of other side stories that are just going to be complicated to even try to explain, so I'm not going to right now. But for the most part, you're dealing with these guys.
I think Jonathan wanted to flip over to this. So the thing we're looking at back there, Jonathan's go over here. So what is this, Jonathan?
So this is Devetian's ever-burning sigil. This is you'll recognize this as the entrance to Ephesian's Peak, not Temple of Ephesian. And this is the pre-order items.
So it's a housing item. If you
yeah.
pre-order, purchase before the expansion release date, you'll get this housing item. The only time that this will be available is during pre-order.
That is correct. So if you're interested in getting this item for your house, pre-order now.
Guildhall.
Okay, so Mr. Allen, content provider, creator, cannot go into all the complex side quests that we're gonna get. So this 38-minute video stream is not going to be providing that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quit wasting time and let's see if we can skim through this and get some more meat and potatoes and dig deep into this stream and see what they have to offer. Let's do it.
If we were more organized, you guys wouldn't.
Let me look at chat while you guys are doing that. They're going to figure this out
Okay.
for a minute. What do we got in chat here? Pre-order item. Can you click the pre-order item and go anywhere? I think it's just visual, right? There's no clicky.
That's correct. Yeah, there's a separate item, a couple items that act as the teleport for the expansion. They both look like. I guess we'll show this later. They both look like the.
One's a housing item. The one that is the
Yeah.
the premium edition. The other one I think is a personal teleport that lives in your bag.
Exactly. Yeah, and they look like these lanterns in Gorwin. There's a couple different colors.
Let me pop over to you so you can actually show people the lantern.
So I believe one is red and one is green. This is not them, but if you like, I can bring them up and show what they look like.
What are you
the
guys
one that is the
doing?
housing item is not this one.
Can I get rid of your hotbar
It's a
pro
bag.
tip window?
Wow.
That's a bag.
So what he was showing you there was the first gate of Gorwin, and
There we
Gorwin
go.
has 3.
So
Okay.
this is what the housing item will look like that comes in the premium edition that lets you click to move to one of the expansion zones.
Correct. Yeah, this teleports you to Skyfire, right outside of Gorwin.
Pretty much where we started off.
Yeah, almost exactly where we began.
I'm going to pop over to...
So that's gate 1. As you can see, it's as much a fortress as a city. And if you have lava,
So just to clarify, if you pay $140, you can get this lantern and port to a Ring of Scale zone. $140. Now I know it comes with a mount and a painting and XP pots and a familiar. I mean, but $140. That's the key item in this package that gives you. That's worth $140. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I love EverQuest. I do. But this stream really killing me right now. It's really killing me. For the die-hard EverQuest fans, I get it. I mean, they're continuing off from Empires of Kunark. So, I understand. I mean, the storyline is there. But as my experience of playing EverQuest, we all know, as you go to a zone, you grind and you grind and you grind. And they have nothing special to offer in this expansion, in my opinion. I mean, we get to kill Saranax and their allies, and we get new levels. We get a new level cap. That's great. And, we get quite a few raids. That's great. But, they have nothing to say that's like, oh my god, I need this expansion. I mean, unless you want to pay $140 to be able to port to Ring of Scale like that. But, the thing is that you get new AAs and you get new collections and new levels. Well, that's what we get every expansion. I mean, how is that like some of the key things? That's the key things you have to say. Other than that, it's just the storyline, which most people don't even pay attention to anyway. So I don't know. I'm just kind of bummed. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about coming back pretty hardcore for the sake of the channel, but I just don't know if I can pre-order. I just don't know. Now, I mean, of course, we don't get a level cap every expansion, but we always get new AAs. We always get new collections. There's a collection for every zone almost nowadays. So, I mean, the level cap is really the only thing that's worth buying, in my opinion. I mean, and I know the premium package for $140 is worth it to a lot of people, but I just don't see myself diving in. I will admit that I have not played Empires of Kunark, and I'm really curious for the items you can get in Selpha Chronos. Like, are they going to continue that with Ring of Scale? Because that was a big draw for me. Get in the game, grind some rare loot, Selpha Chronos, don't have to pay for the game, make tons of plat. stuff like that. So now I'm wondering if that's going to be obsolete now, because I mean, what are these mobs going to drop? I mean, unless I'm missing something here, we'll continue on through the stream, but I just the stream, guys, it got me. So, just like the last couple expansions, let's jump into the Heroes Forge armor that they're going to offer, and let's see what they look like.
Because there are 5, and I'm an old man and forget things.
I believe this ties into the Heroes Forge armor for this expansion as well, which we can take a look at, right? There's a set for each one of the 3 casts.
Yeah, I guess there is. So this is, well, there's 5. So, but the Fereth don't generally wear armor.
Oh, okay. So I'm wearing the Chronicor set.
Yeah,
maybe?
if it's red, it's probably Chronicor.
Okay. Oh no, I just changed.
Glad you got your stuff together,
Just
guys.
turn to Alan's screen while you figure out how to get it.
Well,
Oh,
he's showing off the armor, so.
he's trying to get perspective.
Yeah, well, cameras.
So how would someone get this particular set of Heroes Forge in game?
So since we've got 3 sets, one of the sets will be acquired through raids. Another set will be acquired through doing group content, and the 3rd set can be acquired via trade skills.
Okay.
Those are in the process of being seeded in the game right now. Probably Adam Ingrith Bell is working on that as we speak.
What color is likely the red to come from?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It may not even be decided yet.
Okay.
So
After I stopped that clip, he said, "No one knows. No one knows." What is going on, Daybreak? I mean, if I was running a game company, I would make sure that everybody had their thoughts and content and everything together before they go off and announcing it. You know what I mean? It just seems like this was all recycled content. As you can see, the ornamentations, the Heroes Forge, not that impressive. Not impressive at all. There's way better ornamentation that has been into the game that are way better than what we're seeing here. And from what I understand, it doesn't look that different from each version. But I'll cut them some slack and we'll see what the next iteration looks like. Okay.
on the helmet, the red set gives you wings.
Good one, bro.
And if you can't take a look at what Appster's wearing too, he's got a different set on.
I can flip over there. What do you got over here on App Store screen?
See.
Don't know which clan this is.
You want to zoom in a little bit?
I want to.
What do we
can do it.
use a mouse wheel?
You can try that, but watch what happens. Nothing. Hold on, let me do this.
Someone. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
They work
Someone was
for the
asking
game.
me in chat how many raids there are in this expansion. We are planning for 9 raids.
This one has,
No,
for some reason, teeth on the chest, which I'm a little disturbed by. But, Absor has to wear something a little bit less gaudy,
Wow,
although he is a bard.
impressive.
While doing this, grabbing a couple questions from chat. So someone made the purchase, did the beta copy. They're curious, after they do the beta copy, what else do they need to do to participate in beta? Like, they own the expansion, they beta copied, and then?
It takes up to a day for the beta copy to work, and it can be longer. It relies on a automated process from code to be run. Auto manual.
Magical.
Somewhere in between automated and magical and manual to copy the characters over.
Yeah, and there's no real value in doing it multiple times, but
When you mentioned 9 raids, they're curious about how many different zones those raids are in.
Oh gosh.
5.
So
5.
that sounds right. Yeah.
5. And obviously several of them happen in here. Again, you guys may recognize this particular location. The reason I'm here is so you guys will recognize it.
This zone is the reason you work here?
No. No, I work here for all the perks like doing live streams.
Yeah, there's
Okay, right off the bat, Alan doesn't like doing live streams, which is, I get it. And they showed us the second Heroes Forge set, which, I mean, in my opinion, there's been better in the past, but then they get sidetracked. I guess they can't figure out what direction they're going in the stream, and then they tell us about the process of getting the beta version, which is cool. I mean, that's what the stream is for. It's live. I get it. But let's continue on to see if we can get any more information from this stream. That's all I want.
It's in a single zone like in Darkened Sea, but then again, it would have been nice to have some more variety. Maybe have it. So, pros and cons.
For the person asking where the link is to download beta server, I'll make sure that's in a more prominent place when I get back to my desk. I believe someone from the EQ dev account has it stickied at the top of the beta forums, but we'll make sure there's a better link to that so you're able to find that download for that beta server. If you have the beta client from a previous year, that should still work, but we'll make it easier for you guys to find the spot to download it if you've pre-ordered the expansion.
Yeah, bruh. Get to your desk. Get this stuff set in stone. Get it ready and polished and ready. Just get it ready and make sure everybody has access to what they need, and make sure everybody, I mean, what are you doing? Why did you go live? The expansion doesn't come out to December 12th. Why did you go live? Why? Like, you guys can't even like get the stream going. I mean, I get it. Daybreak is a very small company. You don't have a lot of people working there. I mean, the game is, you know, aged quite a bit, and you've undergone several different styles of management and owners, and I get it. But I mean, I don't know, like, why did I watch all 38 minutes of this? Is what I guess I want you guys to suffer. That's what I want. I guess that's the point of this video, is for you guys to feel what I felt. I mean, I watched this video, and literally within the first 10 minutes is all you need to know. Or you could just go to the new Ring of Scale page and just look at what they have to offer, because that's all the stream is. They continue to proceed to the new zone, which apparently there's several raids in one zone. I think there's 5 raids in this one zone that they keep showing, and still haven't seen that third Heroes Forge set. So let's see if they show that eventually.
Pre-order the expansion.
Man, that was weird. I hit one of the buttons on the stupid mouse and it did something weird. But I fixed it now. It's good.
Come on,
we're all
now.
good.
Mr. Toby would like you to know your mustache looks magnificent.
Oh, thank you, Toby.
Good, Tom.
that's awfully kind of you.
Come on, guys.
Upping AA with expansion. So we talked about level cap increase. AA as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch more AAs in the expansion. I don't know that they're available on beta yet, but they will be soon TM. So there definitely will be new AAs coming with the level cap increase and with the expansion.
No fucking shit! We always get AAs with new levels. That is just the way EverQuest works. I mean, let's see if we can get through this. I don't know if I can do a whole video on the whole entire stream.
Are going to be happy if you come in, so you have to deal with them too. So if you hadn't guessed, that's where some of the raids are going to be happening. We tried to keep, I mean, as you can see, the visuals are very much reminiscent but improved on the old ones.
Yeah,
obviously.
the pillar room is amazing. This is
yeah, I love that room.
was one of the areas where we pulled stuff.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Type in phone.
Okay, so
Thanks,
back over to your
DJ.
screen. So what are we looking at over here, Jonathan?
So this is the Howling Stone, which we'll fix to the Howling Stones when we get back to our desks.
Yeah, bruh. Get to your desk. In fact, everybody, get to your desk. Maybe you should get to your desk and then do the stream. Like, I don't know.
So this is Charasis / the Howling Stones from from Kunark. This is accessible from the over there in much the same way. Going down in the crevice, dodging the Scorpicae, and interacting with that red globe, the red sphere, and that takes you in here. And there's some familiar locations and again familiar faces in here.
I believe this is another Shannon too. While we're at it.
And he did everything.
He does
This
everything.
same
Want to pop off those NPC names
zone.
again?
Oh yeah, let me turn
The
on this.
same
I
zone.
can see the underscores.
How embarrassing.
I should have a hotkey for that. I don't know
Showing,
why it doesn't
showing
carry
the
over.
underscores. That's so embarrassing.
Oh, you got new Devourers, everybody's favorite. We've got some new mats coming for these guys. They haven't been put in yet, but we're getting multiple colors and different looks for these dudes. It'll be fun to mix those up, especially for like raid event guys and rares, if they are in fact used in raid events.
Hey, I will admit that's pretty cool. Going back to the Howling Stones, I do remember being there. I do remember it being a nightmare. But it is cool that they got new models and whatnot. But I mean, at the same time, it's recycled content, and it's cool. It's cool to go back to the old zones and conquer it at a higher level. But I mean, how many times though? Like, how many expansions does this have to go on?
Or go to the website.
So for people who have just come in, I'll pop over here to your screen while he's
It is
looking
for-
at his notes.
Yeah, it should be for the premium edition, but if you want to quadruple check, it is on the website.
Well, I also wanted to talk about over there.
Okay, let's talk about
Okay.
over there for a minute, and
Yeah,
then
if
we'll
you're
go back
over
through.
there, summon some of them out since you can do that there.
Okay, but first I want to explain this.
Yeah, what is
So-
this, Alan?
You guys remember the old port of over there, which is, was a wreck. Was run by a bunch of dark elves. Well, time has passed, and they did manage, once the Sarnak started, taking over the world, they managed to put up some defenses, and that's what this is a Kevin Lighty zone, so just to get all the artists on record here, because they're fabulous. The dark elves built this, reinforced this place, so it looks really interestingly dark elven, while still remaining whatever it was before.
True to the original.
Whoever it was that
Uh,
made the original one, who I don't actually even know off the top of my head. So you can see how they've finished structures or built new ones. I just love the way he managed to tie the old in with the new.
Okay, that is pretty cool. One complaint. I don't remember the name of the item, but I had my over there hammer that I use on my monk and several of my rogue, my port hammer, and it looks to me, if I recall correctly, that they just built a wall through the shortcut that I used to take to the Plane of Knowledge book port. So I don't know, because I don't have the beta and I'm not in the game currently, but that's gonna piss me off. That's gonna piss me off if I port to the over there and have to run all the way around to get to the Plane of Knowledge book.
So what am I supposed to do?
Oh, wait, since you're in an outdoor zone,
I
if you
am.
could summon one or both of the mounts.
Or
I'll
show
let him
us
do his
the
commands there. I'll
third
pop
set
over
of
to yours.
Pop over to something that isn't
Okay.
Yeah.
me
We'll
doing gross commands.
And while you're doing that, grabbing a couple questions from chat. So someone was asking about, or a few people were asking about progression servers. So none of the changes for the expansion impact the zones on progression server. Progression server will still stay as is on progression server. While purchasing the expansion will give you some of the items, cosmetic items, the bag, the XP potions.
Yeah.
It does not impact what the zones look like on progression. It is not required for you to play on progression server.
Yeah, so this is a separate area, similar to how we handled it in Empires of Kunark. You can still go back to the old zones on live servers, and you can go to the new zones, and they're basically in different areas in different times. If you're on a progression server, you'll still be playing in the old zones with the appropriately leveled content for original Kunark.
Housing on TLP launches
House of
Duel. So
yeah,
so
it was. Yeah, that makes it easy to remember. Housing comes with House of Duel, and that's.
So there's a trick here. I don't know what items are the new ones. So why don't you come to me and make them, since you have them all in your inventory?
I think I had them. Okay.
No.
Go.
No, I was relying on you to do all the hard work. I was just
Okay.
going to sit here and talk.
Okay, am I really a jerk? I mean, they didn't show us any more mounts. They didn't show us the third Heroes Forge set. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just bitter. Maybe I just wanted them to have a little more structure before they put out a whole 38-minute stream that I watched. That's all I'm saying. I just wish they would show me stuff I want to know, stuff they said they were going to show, stuff they keep talking about but never show. Am I crazy? I don't know.
I've got the
Okay, let's pop over.
uh,
There we go.
the cockatrice mount
There we go.
up here.
I love that one.
Yes, this guy's great. So, so this one is available with the collector's edition. Let me triple check that, make sure. Yes, it looks like
That's
this is
what you
available with the
get.
collector's edition, and it has the same stats, I believe, as the premium mount from Empires of Kunark.
Wow.
Then the other available
Wow.
mount that comes with the premium edition is the
Oh, yeah.
Wyvern.
The-
Wyvern.
Drake.
I think
Okay.
it's
It's a Drake.
it's not a Wyvern.
Well, I
It's
called
named-
it a Drake, so it's
named-
a Drake, mister.
It's named Wyvern. Okay, we might have
We
to
need
change
to
the name of the
change
item.
the item.
What is it on the
Item-
website?
Item name may change.
I don't know.
Yeah, we can take a look at the website and see what it says on there.
I
On
guess
the
we'll change the
website,
name of it to whatever the
it is
website
called
says.
the Bridal of the Balefire Wyvern.
Drats. All right.
So
I lose.
I guess
I lose that one. It's never happened before.
yeah, I think we had a discussion about the difference between drakes and worms and wyverns and which one is which. Some of them have arms, some of them don't.
I must not have been there.
But yeah, is there anything else that we want to show, or do we want to pop up expansion page one more time and then answer questions from chat?
How are we doing on time? Oh, I guess we
Yeah,
are almost at the end of
this
our...
is actually this clock's not accurate here.
Oh, it's not accurate. Oh, okay.
So, there you have it. The $140 purchase is for the Drake or the Wyvern, whatever they decide on. And I'm not going to crap on this new expansion too much. We were due for a level cap. And that's the biggest thing to me. That's the only reason why I would purchase this expansion. And I just want to make something clear. I'm a big EverQuest fan. I've played since I was 13. I joined right before the Luckland launch. And I just wish they would get their shit together. I really do. I wish they would get everything together before they put out a stream. And I watched 38 minutes of it, wondering what they're going to show me, what I need to know, how are they going to draw me in. And I really thought they were on something in the last couple of years, especially with the Broken Mirror. That was a really good expansion in my opinion. I seen some new models in that expansion, but they seem to drift off from that. We're going back to Kunark. Same character models, NPC models. It's just nothing. Of course, we didn't get to see any raid content. They still didn't show us the third Heroes Forge set, which I'm kind of disappointed. Because that's why I go back to the game, is for some of the ornamentations. They just seem to carry the stream and in no direction. They're just all over the place. And I get it, they're getting questions in from the chat, but they don't deliver on why I should buy this expansion. The only perks I see is getting all the expansions free up to Rings of Scale. But even then, I own everything up to Empires of Kunark. So I just don't know if I want to dive in to Ring of Scale. So this video is coming to an end. I went ahead and skimmed through the rest of the stream, and they were taking questions, and they still do not have it together. So I'm not going to waste any more time, guys. If you do play EverQuest, I'm not trying to drift you from that. I'm just expressing how I feel about this, because I was just a little disappointed. I really expected a little more, because this expansion, this announcement, and the release date is a little later than the last couple of years. So I honestly thought that they were up to something a little more. But apparently they just didn't have everything together, and it seems like they just kind of rushed things together, or maybe they have other games they're working on. I don't know. I don't work there. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed my rant. Feel free to leave comments below and let me know what you think. And as always, thanks for watching.